What's up, family? You know what I was thinking about, man? I was thinking about how in this culture we got the man spaces, we got EBM, we got Mgtow, we got now we got the passport bros in this pro man manosphere. You know what I mean? We got these different spaces. Oh, we got this space and we talking about different things, but really what we talking about in all is the relationship. Keeping it very simple is the relationship between males and females, and that's really what we're talking about. A man dealing with his woman or women, man dealing with a woman. That's what we're talking about. That's the problem here, and it seems like something small, right? But when you really look at it, it's very big because everything issues forth from the family. If you ain't got no family structure, if you have a dysfunctional, toxic, or separated or destroyed family structure, then everything is out of whack. As you see now, a lot of men don't feel motivated because a lot of men are seeing that, okay, to get married, legally married, means that I'm risking 50% of everything I've ever earned in my entire life, plus my children being stripped from me, plus them being turned against me and calling some other dude daddy. You understand? And plus some other dude being around my kids and I have nothing to do about it. You understand me? Like, that's a big sacrifice and a risk that a man will potentially have. And then the thought process is, oh, you just need to choose a better woman. You see, it's always flipped back to the man. Oh, you just need to hit the gym, or oh, you just need to level up. Oh, you just need to make more money. Oh, you just need to. It's always about what the dude needs to do, but it ain't never about number one, what the woman brings to the table, because she believes she is the table. And number two, culture is hardly ever addressed, definitely not in the freaking mainstream, because the mainstream is the one who promotes the culture. They promote, I'm telling y'all, man, if y'all want to see a really good, in my opinion, let me write this down before I forget, man. Hold on, let me write this down before I forget. It was this movie, two movies I watched. Well, one I watched recently, the other one I'm gonna watch pretty soon. Y'all gotta, if y'all want to understand like how they can literally create scenarios and what they call it, spin doctors, and create culture, create the mind state. Propaganda is what they call it. If you want to see a factory of cap, a cap factory, how they just literally create thought processes. Like you see these thought processes repeated in these women. See, a woman ain't going, she don't have her own mind. For the most part, she gonna follow her man, or she gonna follow popular culture. She gonna follow group think what the other females in her group think, which of course comes from popular culture. You know what I mean? They not really thought, they don't really think outside the box. And I seen a video when Joe Smith was one of the basketball players back in the day. He was a good like power forward / small forward. No, he was like power forward, I think. And then his 50-year-old wife is out here on OnlyFans dropping it like it's hot. You know what I mean? But he married a prostitute. You know what I mean? Basically, and tried to change her to a housewife, but the money ran out. So now, you know what I mean? But he kind of got what he kind of deserved. You can't flip. You can't put doo-doo on a plate and call it hamburger. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You can't. What they say? Don't piss on me and call it rain. You know what I mean? You can't. You can't take a woman. And like I said, it's only two kinds of women, man. Primarily, it's a woman for the house and it's a woman for the streets. It ain't really no in between. Now, a woman can flip and vice this way or vice that way. She can flip and say, I repent. I don't want to be no 304 no more. She can change in her mind. But if you think you could throw money at the issue and you just got her to conform and play the role of a wife for a minute until the money runs out. But a real repentative chick, yeah, man, that's somebody you could deal. But the thing is, how many of those out here? You know what I mean? If you think about a majority of women we see in the West, in America, it's all yoga pants. It's all, prostitute type clothes. I don't really see women in dress. I don't even remember the last time. I seen a Hispanic chick in the store the other day with a dress on. I think it might have been a long coat or it might have been a dress, but she looked feminine and stuff. But that was about it. I think I seen an older white chick, but it's in the same day. But what I'm saying is, it's all primarily hoes. So I probably should say 304s, but that's what we pretty much got out here, and that's what men had to primarily deal with. So, but a dude with multi-millionaires, you got a super duper choice. So what I'm saying is, and that's another thing, man. That's why I say money don't equal game. Because you got dudes with all super ultra choice, and they choosing 304s to wife up and to give the ring to and to legally be linked in and tied to, and risk 50% or more of everything they ever freaking earned. It's like, when I thought about it, I said, man, so that's like a basketball, and these are basketball players. These are you ultra dudes, the Will Smiths, the basketball players, the Russell Wilsons, the ultimate dudes, right? The high value men, right? When you talk about high value, you ain't talking about character. You talking about, we may be, as men, we talking about character. He's a high value brother, but he's a decent brother. But when you look at it in the realm, and the lens, and the scope of how women look at it, they looking at, oh, he's got his money, or oh, he's tall, or he has muscles, right? They looking at all physical-ish, all physical, all materialistic. Ain't nothing to do with character. You know what I mean? Women don't care about no character, man. For the most part, does he look good? Is he tall? You know what I mean? Not, is this man a man of the most high, or is he knowledgeable, wise? We don't care about these. Look good. He make me laugh. Feelings. That's just what it is. But anyways, back to the Cap Factory. The movie I think y'all should watch, which is, I watched it so many times, I don't even remember. You could see, the name of the movie is Wag the Dog. Wag the Dog. Like a tail wagging the dog wagging the tail. Wag the Dog. And it goes into basically this president got caught up with some kind of scandal, and they called in a spin doctor, a propaganda dude, to create Cap, where they create a problem where he divert people's attention away from the problem that the president got caught up in. You know what I mean? He got caught up in some scandal with some little girl. You know what I mean? And they called in the spin doctor to turn on the Cap Factory and get people's attention diverted over here and diverted over there. So similarly, how they do, all America's economy crashing. Oh, well, let's focus on Ukraine. Oh, let's focus on Russia. Oh, let's focus on Israel. Oh, let's focus on CV19, coronavirus. Let's focus on. It's all about keeping people in a state of being in fear and being consistently movable, therefore moldable. You know what I mean? That's what the propaganda, so they call spin doctors, that's what they do. Truth, no, don't focus on that, focus on this. Focus on that. So anyways, man, what I'm saying is that when you look at, man, it goes deep, man, but when you look at the movies, when you listen to the music, you look at TV shows, it's all about, so what I'm saying is that spin doctors, basically, those are the people who create the culture that we live in, the mentality that these women have. It is created, and the women, the women go by what is the standard. You know what I mean? So you got women out here, OnlyFans is popular because they, quote, quote, the powers that be made it popular. You know what I mean? The prostitute, the 304 culture, thought culture is popular. Why? Because they, the powers that be in the 60s and stuff, pushed feminism and women being strong, independent, and liberated. The whole verbiage of being strong and independent, all this stuff is a culturally constructed mentality and rhetoric. You see what I mean? It ain't natural is what I'm saying. right? So I was just thinking about that's the problem. What I'm saying is this is specifically engineered for males and females to have a really messed up relationship here in this country. The laws is set up to destroy families and to empower women. Like this is purposeful, is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, so when you sit back and look at it, that's why I'm thinking a lot of men put a lot of overvaluing of females, because it's something that even, dudes at the top of the echelon, the white dude, this is his country. This is really a white man's world for the most part. He can go to any country and get extra credit because they are in the power seat as of right now. You know what I mean? We see it collapsing, but it ain't completely collapsed. So, so they got the hookup. You know what I mean? They go to Asia, they got the hookup. They go to, different countries, they get the white privilege, you know what I mean? And so based on what their forefathers have done, in the acts of, some would say terror, some would say this, some would say slavery, you know what I mean? But they eat off of it. So, but what I'm saying, even the white man in his own stuff, his own country, can't even, he getting destroyed in these, courts and stuff. He getting decimated. His woman is leaving him. His woman has zero, she don't really respect the white man like that, you know what I mean? And this is his construct. How you ain't gonna get no respect in your own construct, your own country? And so, but what I'm saying is even they leaving the country and they jumped on the bandwagon of black men with the passport bros created by black men. Bro, being what's up, bro? How you doing? What up, cuz? What up, bro? Bros, black men with passports, passport bros. Very similar, simple. But they gotta link in and claim it as their own. No, it's not passport black men. No, it's every brother. Yeah, everybody. But white men too, So now I have steam. My point is this. The reason you have a passport bros movement and you have this kind of stuff is that there is a very big problem between males and females. And I was thinking about the overvaluing of how men overvalue women in this culture. And it makes sense. It's calculatable. Like uh, it makes sense why this is this way. I was just sitting back. I was like, man, you got fat chicks with rosters of dudes that are running after them. You know what I mean? And I see, like I said, I see some below average looking white chick with the doggone Excel spreadsheet because she had so many guys that were approaching her and stuff. She had an Excel spreadsheet of dudes. This guy, okay, he's for money. Like, she's sorting these dudes on the Excel spreadsheet. She's sorting these dudes by whatever asset. Okay, he has a big wiener. Okay, he goes in this category. And she's sorting these dudes. Oh, he got money. He goes in that category. Or he's tall. He got, like, you know what I mean? Like literally an Excel spreadsheet sorting dudes. Like, she has that many dudes to sort through. And she ain't good looking, is what I'm saying. And that's her main asset as a woman. Supposed to be. But again, she live in America with a bunch of sex deprived dudes. And because, no, I ain't gonna say even sex deprived, but yeah, that's part of it. Because you got a bunch of femininity deprived men here. That's what I should say. We are deprived of feminine women, bro. And that is something that's the key of what I'm saying in this video. Is that it is engineered, it is purposefully constructed and engineered for males and females to be at each other's heads and to be at odds with one another in this setup. It's not set up for even the white man in his own setup. It's not set up for this to actually work. It's set up because everybody makes a lot of money off of liberated, free, thought women. Women, she want to go, because think about it. It's like this. If that woman is up under her husband, then he going to dictate how the money go be spent. Yeah, he might give her an allowance or give her free, reign or whatever. But if it's a patriarchal construct, she ain't gonna just be willy-nilly spending her money how she feel like it and blowing it on this and blowing it on that. I was watching yesterday for a super quick moment, this house hunting show. We had these black couples, he had to looking for a house and stuff, and the realtor was going around showing them different houses. And it was like the female was leading the way, and the dude was all goofy and simpish, and just following what she said. She was all assertive. I don't want this. And I'm like, dang, I'm looking at this and I'm seeing the game. I'm like, dang, she's searching for the materialistic stuff. She's searching for the house. She got this simp dude. She's searching for the house that she gonna have when she leave this sucker. You know what I mean? And he might still be on the hook for the mortgage, bro. You know what I mean? That's how women be planning the divorce steps and steps ahead, man, while the dude, probably before they even get married. Why not? Because they can, bro. Yeah, a lot of men, they don't either don't know or they undisciplined, man. And can't just either leave the country or be celibate for a while until they find a really decent broad here. But a lot of men, what I'm saying is this setup, the way that it's set up, it's not natural. It's not naturally occurring. You know what I mean? Like, okay, the summer come, it's going to be hot and you're going to see flowers and, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. That's natural. Wintertime come, you go see snow and ice. That's natural. You know what I mean? Springtime, things start growing. Fall time, leaves start falling. That's a natural occurring thing. You know what I mean? But this is what we got in America is very unnatural. You know what I mean? Women is all obese and masculine acting and in your face. I'm going to tell you confrontation. I'm going to tell you what I'm talking about. And dudes are all ultra simpish and following after these hoes. You know what I mean? And just docile. Even when you look in the TV, it's like the women are all masculine and know what to do and smart and stuff and can make decisions quick. And the dudes are all bumbling, fumbling idiots. You know what I mean? This is socially constructing. When you watch that movie Wag the Dog, you'll see how they construct the narrative. They construct the rhetoric that is to be repeated. You know what I mean? Now, that was just one incident that they was trying to divert the American public's opinion on. But what I'm saying is they do... This is a master class, man. I mean, the American propaganda, man, is super powerful, bro. Like, think about what I'm saying. What I mean is, like, they purposefully constructed a construct to make males and females at odds with each other since the 60s. Therefore, and really, if you look at it, it was really off of the momentum and the power that the black rights movement had. If you really look at feminism, it was like, dang, these black families and the black men are standing up, they're united. How can we stop this? Well, that's number one. It's psychological and cultural, kind of like warfare, if you really peep game. Make a house divided cannot stand, so you divide the house. And people look at it as though, I want to really stress this point, people look at it like the situation that males and females have in America. They say, oh, well, you just need to level up. Oh, you just need to find the right one. Yeah, that's it, yeah. Or, oh, you just need to be a man, and then you'll find a good woman. Or, you know what I mean? It's always about what the dude needs to do. But for a woman, it's zero hardness. It's zero difficulty finding like even a decent dude making decent money. But for men, you could be a decent dude, make a decent money, but you're not even on the radar, right? Because this is engineered and constructed to be like this and this difficult. It's not on accident. This is not a naturally occurring thing. There are more women than there are men. So technically the women should be like naturally and stuff, more searching after the dudes, really. I seen a video when who was it? I just talked to a dude 3 days ago. He was talking about he was married to this chick. He just came out of nowhere. It's crazy. And then I ran into this black dude. He started talking, in regular life, I'm talking about. He started talking about passport bros and how he going to Mexico. He tired of being mistreated here in America. I said, wow. I said, passport bros. He was like, yeah, yeah. I just wanted to see where his mind was. He was seemed like a worn out of brother is worn out, an older brother, maybe 55. I'm thinking, maybe 55. I'm thinking. He looked like he done been through some things though, man. He said, I'm tired of this culture, man. He said, I'm going to Mexico. They don't know how to treat a black man. He just came out of nowhere and said that. And I said, yeah, that sounds like passport bros just picking his brain. He's like, yeah, that's right. Yeah. So yeah, I guess he had heard of it too. He said, I'll get my passport renewed. I'm out of here. And they treat a nigga bad here. He said he going to Mexico. Well, you got a lot of Mexicans trying to come here, On the side, I was in the store. I seen this Hispanic couple, and she was all into. They looked like they was fresh from Venezuela, and he's all friendly. His woman was all compliant. He walking around bold. You know what I mean? And just I'm just observing body language, and she is all compliant. Talking and having her kid with him and walking. He was all loud and bold. Maria, telling her, she's okay, Maria. I'm like, dang, man. But I'm like, all right, she, a lot of them, I don't know if he's Mexican or Venezuelan, but I'm saying he come to this culture and still keep his woman in check. Now, I will say, we all know that if she get acclimated to the culture and she flip up, she could definitely link into the way of America, of Babylon, and, make his life a living hell. That could happen. But I don't, they seem kind of like they was newly in the country because they looking around, and you can tell like when people like, oh, this is new. They looking around and stuff. But my point is that that's natural. That's a natural occurring thing. Feminine woman following behind her dude. You know what I mean? He's masculine and aggressive. She's docile and feminine. But in America, they socially engineered this stuff so that the women would be masculine and assertive. You ain't gonna tell. You don't want me. You don't want to see me when I'm angry. Like, what are you, the Hulk? You don't want to like me when I'm angry. You know what I mean? Like, what is this chick? You probably heard a chick talk about, don't make me angry though. Don't get on my nerves though. Or something stupid like that. Like, you won't like me when I'm angry. What are you, the Hulk, man? You know what I mean? Get the Hulk angry and you go tear stuff up. And that's kind of how these chicks is, man. You know what I mean? They are kind of like the Hulk, or Tasmanian devil. You know what I mean? Going around tearing stuff up, man. But yeah, man. So back to what I was saying, man, it's not a small thing, the relationship between males and females. Like I said, this is orchestrated. And the results of this is now you have, when you give women all the choice and zero repercussions for their prostitute actions, then what you got is a dynamic where it'll be, like I said before, it's like the animal kingdom. The animal kingdom is the women doing the choosing, and they just recklessly, because they're animals, they beasts. They don't have morality. They just jump in the bed with any dude that they like at the moment, or that the other chicks find attractive. Oh, yeah, what they call social proof. So she gonna just do what like animals do. She got a man. Oh well, I'm monkey branch to the other man. Bye. I don't want to be with you anymore. Give me half of everything you ever earned and the children. Money babies. That's how these women be looking at it, bro. Very animalistic, very like an assassin. You know what I mean? Very deliberate in what they doing. A lot of women are deliberate. And this one thing I want to say also is that any woman, primarily, women are pretty much women. They're pretty much women. You know what I mean? They're going to be what they're allowed to be. And in America, the culture itself is engineered and socialized, socially set up for women to do whatever the hell they want to do with zero repercussions. You know what I mean? So that's what they do. That's why you got the problem here. And what they want to do is they want to deal with the dudes they want to deal with. If he's high, quote, quote, high value, a lot of money, or he's highly attractive or tall, and then all the women flow to those dudes. That, what they say, 20%, top 20%, whatever. Right? So, or he's a musician or whatever, he looks good or whatever. So they all go flow there. No rules, no regulations, no shaming for harlotry. If she, Like it used to be like, all right, if she leave her husband or something, it was a shame. You know what I mean? Or if she was a single mother, it was a shame, right? Or she was fat, it was a shame. Like all these things that used to be a shame are now they shame men for shaming them. You know what I'm saying? Like, so now they shame, you call you're fat shaming. Or it's my body, my choice. Like I said with that, the basketball player's wife, she recording disrespect for these bitches. Like, yo, even the disrespect, you recording your interaction with this man, your husband, on live streaming stuff. And then with the other chick that was on the video live streaming, she didn't want to go to the Cheesecake Factory. Women do this reckless behavior because the culture allows them, the legal system allows them. Simps is going to be there to defend her, and ain't nothing going to happen to them. It's simply like that. And in this environment, it's difficult to maintain a marriage and a relationship with a female, which is the basis of culture. It's the family, then the neighborhood, then the community, then the city. Then and that the foundation is the family. So it's not a small thing that they have separated the male and the female and made them very adversarial to each other. It's an absolutely big, big, big thing. And when you look at it from the beginning, the original tree was who? Adam. Adam was the original man, the original tree, using this example. And from him came a branch. That branch was who? Eve, literally out of him. Eve came out of him. The branch is never, the branch is a derivative of the tree. The tree is the original. The woman is never going to be above the man because she's a derivative of the man. Simple. Done. Most cultures understand this. But American culture is topsy-turvy. It pushes feminism. I'm strong and independent. My body, my choice. I don't need no man. Oh, until something bad happened. Oh, you're supposed to be a man. Why you ain't stepping up and being a man and protecting me? It's like a little kid in the candy store or a little kid, you don't tell me what to do. You know what I mean? That's how these women act. They don't tell me what to do. I'm strong and independent. Oops, but I made a oopsie, right? I cut my finger. Oops. Oh, now I need a Band-Aid. Help me. I need, my finger's bleeding. Help me. That's how these women is. They want to be out there doing their own thing. Then they have a oopsie or destroy themselves. Now they run to a man. Oh, I'm a female now. Now I'm a female. Help me. Why don't you be? It's all about shaming a man to play certain roles at certain times. But real masculinity ain't in spurts. You know what I mean? I'm not no on call like brownie towel. You know what I mean? Like you make a spill, you make a mess up. All right, you get the brownie paper towel, pick them up. Nah, I'm not that dude. Or I'm not an on-call tampon, you know what I mean? She just coming on her, cycle. Oh, shoot. Nah, I'm not there to come and clean up the mess. I'm there to direct and guide you, period. Or I'm not there. That's, you know what I mean? I'm the master. I'm the leader of this female, or I'm not in her life. It ain't no you buffet line. You get to pick and choose when I'm going to be masculine and when I'm that dude. I'm that dude. You know what I mean? And you gonna follow my instructions or you gonna be out of my life. It's simple as that. You know what I mean? But in this culture, that's how it's supposed to go, bro. I was watching a video, dude was talking about how some white dude was talking about he was in Japan and how that they put the man first and these women so ultra feminine. Now, I ain't ever been to Japan, but that's what I hear. I know you got some Japanese chicks that's, it's cultural thing, man. You know what I mean? They culturalize to be more modest and good looking and all that. And speaking of Japan, okay, so the two dudes I ran into 3 days ago, one was a black dude, said he going to Mexico. The other dude, he said, out of nowhere, he heard my conversation talking about the passport, bro, with the black dude, and then he was like, yeah, definitely, man, it's something definitely to it, man. White dude, he said, yeah. The heck was that? Oh yeah, he said, yeah, man, passport press. He said, yeah, he was married to a bro like I think 5 years, or something. He lived in Japan for 5 years. It's 4 or 5 years. He said, "Yeah, man, they know how to treat a man. They're feminine. Yeah. It's disgusting. These women over here. And the feminism has destroyed women." And it was like, man, it was crazy. And I say, out of the mouth of two witnesses. That was a black dude was a witness, and this white dude was a witness. You know what I mean? Ain't no racism in the truth. You know what I mean? So that was funny, man. And I was like, dang, I never really thought about. I know a buddy of mine in Japan, but I think he's still over there, but I ain't talked to him in a minute, man. But I'm like, man, Japan got me thinking about that, man. But ultra feminine women, but that's not how it is here. But I was watching this video separately. I was watching this video where this white dude was talking about what did he say? That he went to Japan and the women was ultra feminine and accommodating, and even what did he say, man? It was some kind of convention or something he was in, and I forgot. But basically, the women be opening doors for the dudes. It's common that a woman, now and these is women who are high educated and in shape. He was talking about in shape the chicks are and feminine. It wasn't really super ultra tattooed up like a lot of these American chicks just walking around with a hoodie, some jogging pants or a hoodie, and some yoga pants, a tattoo on her stretch mark belly, you know what I mean? And basically, it's the culture, man. So yeah, anyways, that's what I was thinking about so far as those two dudes. But yeah, man, the woman is the branch that came from the original tree. She ain't never going to be superior to the tree by which she came from. And that's what I want to say, man, is that when you really look at this whole culture, feminism is essentially really the contract. We're watching the physical manifestation of the contract that essentially Eve had with the serpent, you know what I mean, in the garden, that she going to be his God, you know what I mean, and that she going to not be under the rulership of her man. We essentially, we are essentially living this in this country. Because the woman in this setup is not up under the man. She don't have to do nothing that he say do. She is basically a god in this setup. A woman can really do no wrong here, bro. She could be fat. She could be diseased. She could have tattoos. She could have 2 kids by 2 different dudes. Trade up and get to another dude. And the simple symmetry of it is simps. But then you gotta also, simps really provide women and recharge the batteries of old hoes. You understand me? Simps recharge the batteries of old and women who should be out of the relationship market, single mothers and women who would double and triple digit body counts. These are women that nobody should take seriously. But when you have your Will Smiths and you have the basketball Joe Smith, you have your Russell Wilsons wifing up these ultra thoughts, and you got these different high level big money dudes. What do you call it? High value men, right? You gotta be high value. These dudes, they're so frustrating, bro. Because when we got these top dudes wifing up pass around, gas station toilet chicks. You use a gas station toilet and you don't, everybody uses, you know what I mean? It's the neighborhood gas station toilet, and hey, you need it, you use it, If you're in a speedway or a mobile or whatever, you got to do what you got to do. Hey, it ain't the cleanest, And that's how a lot of these women present themselves, as usable commodities, community commodities. They did this to themselves, bro. This is the culture. That culture is engineered. This is the way of America. So, but when you got these simps, and I have to say, man, the simps, I understand the thoughts and why they are the way they are. And also, even though I despise and disdain simps, I understand why they're the way they are. Because the culture mass produces thoughts, and it mass produces simp worshipers and followers of these thoughts. You can't have Jezebel without Ahab. You can't have thoughts without simps. You know what I mean? And simps and tricks giving them money, giving them attention, giving them validation and fighting for them and killing for them. I was talking to this broad, good looking broad, and I was playing some music, and this chick, what was it, Titanic? I ain't watched that movie in a minute. I ain't watched that. I ain't like that movie. I like the graphics and stuff. But I remember watching that bug crap. I didn't like the whole narrative because essentially Jack, played by Leonardo DiCaprio, the dude, main character Jack, was a romantic dude who basically was, as I remember, romancing and trying. He was getting with. He might have smashed her. I think he smashed her. But basically, he had this out-of-pocket, adulterous woman. I think she was either married or she was engaged or something. Nevertheless, she had a boyfriend. I forgot his name, but so let's call her Nikki. I don't know, Sandra. Let's call her Sandra. So Jack and Sandra, and he had the dude who was the engaged. Basically, let's call him a husband. So Jack was this romantic, star dude. What do they call it? Heartthrob. And he was running after Sandra. And he ended up smashing Sandra. They have a love tryst, an affair, basically. So that whole freaking movie, that's why I was like, these women like Titanic. I was like, man, the graphics was good, but the storyline was trash. And I thought about it, I said, oh, that's why you like it. Women like trash. They like the whole drama and the suspense. And they like, the main thing they like about the main thing that they like about Titanic is that he died for her. Jack was the ultimate simp. Leonardo DiCaprio in that movie was the ultimate simp. Now, in real life, I don't know how he carry himself. As I understand, you're a ladies' man and get rid of chicks when they hit 25, you know what I mean? But, they get too old at 25, But in the movie, anyways, as I remember, he had what did he do, man? He was chasing after this bro. They had an affair, and then the Titanic hit the iceberg. It was sinking and dying. Everybody's about to die. They ain't have enough life rafts and lifeboats and stuff. And so, basically, what ended up happening is they found like a piece of wood that they were both on, and it was floating and stuff. But in order so that like two people couldn't float on the piece of wood because it was just too unstable, right? So basically, to survive, if they both stayed on the piece of wood, or I think it was a door, they both, stayed on top of the door, then it would sink under the water and they both would die. So it's like women first, right? Women and children first, right? You know what I mean? So he ended up sacrificing his life. In the movie, he ended up sacrificing his life so that this bitch can live. You know what I mean? This adulterous slut that he's simping on can live. So I'm like, that's why these women love it, the movie, because he really was a simp chasing after her. If you really, look at it, maybe I'll look at it again, just to revisit it. But that's what I remember about the movie. Correct me if I'm wrong with this, but that's what I remember about it. And so he basically was a simp who was chasing after her. She was an adulterous harlot, right? Already had a dude, and she's entertaining this attention that she's getting from this simp dude. And then the simp dude ended up dying. I think him and the dude got in a fight. This is the mind of the modern woman. She want a dude to be competing for her with the previous dude. And she want these two dudes to fight over her. And if one of them die, cool. But the reality and the truth is that even when he dies, she don't care about him. I seen a video, my dude. I think I posted that before. I seen a video and this chick was at her husband's funeral, right? And oh my God, dude, this is so ultra disrespectful, bro. Then I guess the pastor that was like doing the funeral procedure or whatever, this was like a super level of disrespect. He proposed to the widow in front of the coffin of her dead husband, bro. Like, He proposed to the widow at the funeral, at her husband's funeral, bro. Like, how much more disrespectful can you? I'm like, is this real, bro? But women don't care, bro. Like, these dudes that, be simping on these females and even, Pookie and Ray Ray shooting and killing over a hole in it, and one go to jail, one dead. She up there jumping on the third and fourth and fifth dude that same night. She don't care about this dude. He might put money on his books. The one that got, but she orchestrated the chaos. You know what I mean? Same way this chick on the Titanic orchestrated the chaos. What I'm saying, man, is that this is what you get when you set up a culture purposefully, engineered this thing so that women is not held accountable. You get women doing animalistic stuff like this because they can. Choosing the top 10, 20% of dudes because they can. And then when the top 10, don't want to be with this dude, she don't want to be with this guy anymore. She, quote, quote, graduates from him. Graduate from the top 1% dude. And matter of fact, money don't equal game. And even you got Amazon. I just saw an Amazon electric truck around here yesterday. And she graduated. The owner of Amazon's ex-wife graduated from him. Onto what? This nigga owns Amazon. Y'all see what I mean? Oh, you just need to level up. Oh, you need to do. I agree with leveling up. I agree with getting your money. I agree with getting more in shape. I need to hit the gym myself. You know what I mean? I think I tighten up, do some things to rip up and tighten up. I ain't really trying to be big no more. I used to, bench press. I wasn't no super ultra dude, but I was bigger. But now I'm all skinnier and stuff on purpose. I'm athletic built. I ain't like bones and skinny, but my point, I probably beef up a little bit, do a little of this. That's something I do want to do, but yeah, I agree with leveling up. I agree with leveling up your body, leveling up your money, leveling up your mind. You know what I mean, and leveling up your environment. You know what I mean, and that's the main thing that I think never get addressed, man, is the changing of environments, bro. Changing of being in another culture. Like I said, dude told me about Japan and all of this is where, I endeavor to, hopefully before this mug collapse or whatever, makes maneuvers, bro. I'm fed up with this culture, bro. Like, it's like, you can't change this. It's way beyond our power to change this culture. You know what I mean? Only thing that can change is like a purge or something, man, because it's so deeply entrenched. We talking about 60 years. Hold on, let me see. Not just 60. You talking about 60, 50 years, man, of social programming and social programs and a legal culture and a divorce culture. This is not just some people coming up with some thoughts naturally, bro. This is a purposeful psychological and social warfare that they did against the family, man. Against the family. So when I look at this, yeah, man, it's not a small thing. It is extremely big. It's an extremely big problem. And to address it, the mainstream ain't really going to address it because the mainstream is really the one who pushed the narratives. You know what I mean? The mainstream, the movies, that's mainstream. The music, that's mainstream. The TV shows, that's mainstream. They create the culture. So why would they promote, like, Western type movies like, The Good, the Bad, the Ugly? You had a masculine dude, Clint Eastwood, telling women what to do. That's not what they want to promote no more, bro. Some would say that, well, hey, they just promote what's going on with the culture. And I would say no. When you watch that movie Wag the Dog, you see that they create the culture purposefully. So it's something I was thinking about, man. The whole division of the man and the female is not small change. It's not something small, man. It's very big. It's deliberate. It's evil, man. And it's really the fulfillment of her being as a God, and also a fulfillment of scripture that talking about he gonna allow the woman to be over the man, you know what I mean, for a period of time. So it's wicked. It's evil, bro. So that's just something I was looking at, man. I think I pretty much cover most of the points, man. Your thoughts and opinions are appreciated, man. Feel free to comment in the comment section, man. But yeah, I just think that none of this stuff is going to change in this culture, because everybody, even if you look at whose fingers is in the pot, you got the government making tons of money. Let's look at this also. Who was it? They said the Rockefellers family or whatever set up the feminism movement in the 60s so that it would separate the male from the female. And now you can tax both parties. You can tax the woman and you can tax the man. So that's one way they're making money. So when you look at this, all right, the woman gonna follow somebody. She either gonna follow her man or she gonna follow the social culture that men have created. She ain't thinking really on her own, right? And so now if you want to control the children, the man is a problem. If you was an evil group of people and you trying to put your evil plan in the works and you want to control the next generation, you can't really do that with a man in the picture, because you got to, remove the strong man, and then you can take the spoils of the house. You know what I mean? The strong man being the man, if you remove him out of the picture, now the spoils of war is the women and the children. Now you can go in there and you can directly affect the female after you remove the man. Well, the man, like even us as black men, we were strong in the 50s and 60s, and you had the black rights movement and stuff, say in the 60s, and blacks was tired. You know what I mean? We had black families, you know what I mean? But then all of a sudden they pushed the whole feminism and they pushed the liberalism, and he gave the woman all these rights and privileges. And basically she took the deal as a whole. And then, the war on drugs, right? Really is against the war on the black man, right? So it's like, and then hence the prison industrial complex. The slave plantation turned into a concrete building, you know what I mean? So all this is purposeful and deliberate. It just happened to happen right around the same time as the black rights movement. And it just happened to be, but yeah, so back then we had actual black families, man. And so now we don't have black families. We got like different Section 8 houses where different 304s reside, with different seeds spread into them by different dudes, right? And these different baby daddies coming over trying to visit their kids at this. We got total confusion. Who make money off of this? The white American system make a ton of money. Number one, they have neutralized essentially the black family that was a threat. They neutralized them through the black woman. You see what I mean? So now we don't even got strong black families. You know what I mean? We got people can't decide if they're male or female. You know what I mean? And even if you look at it, it's more than just the black family, because you look at even the culture itself. Now we talking about. I was listening to this video where they was talking about how that a lot of the military can't get, and he can't even draft people in the, not draft, but people not accepted being in the military because they got too many problems, or they too fat, or they don't know if they're male or female. Like, we got, it went way beyond just stopping the black rights movement. Now we just got complete confusion. All wickedness, bro. So, they really neutralized. But let's go back to the point of how many people's fingers is in a pot of gold. You know what I mean? Now that you got this woman, so now you can tax her. So they make money off of it. It's so, like I said, this is engineered, bro. This is not, it's not just like, man, you just need to level up. Or you just need to, okay, so you become a millionaire. Then now you can attract a high value woman. Okay, yeah, sure. She's high value until she don't want to be dealing with you no more. Then poof, magically, she don't want to be with you no more. Give me half of everything you ever freaking earn and the children, the money babies. Like, address this. Address the laws that destroy families and empower females to destroy families. Address this. This is a problem. No, it's men, you're just not choosing right. No, there's not. Even if you choose right, her mind might change. And even if you choose a woman who is decent, then you as a man, if you legally marry her, you are in the crosshairs for everything, or half of everything you ever earned, possibly. That's a horrible deal. You sign a contract where no matter what happens, she gonna leave. If she leave or she stays, she kind of got you by the testicles, right? Legally, if you make a majority income, which is what they promote, women to search for. So it's all bad for the dude, man. Women are programmed to find a better deal or a man who's above them. Okay, even in the finances, or above them, taller. You know what I mean? He's taller, he's more masculine. So they want to look up to, okay. So it's like, it's a perfect setup. She want to do make him higher income, but him making the higher income is going to, if he legally marry her, is going to put him at a detriment because of half of everything he's ever earned. It's all. So let's go into that. Who else money is fingers is in the pot? That's what I'm saying, man. This is socially constructed. Whose fingers is in the pot? We talking about the government. They getting taxes, but also they getting that divorce money, percentages of that. The attorneys get money, and the judge, they getting a cut. And also, everybody make money when the woman and the man is divided, bro. This is not small, bro. You just need to level up so you get stripped legally. You want to leave the plantation, or you're weak, right? You hate women, or what did they say? You want to leave, go to another country. You can't hack it, right? You can't you a weak man, or you can't get women in your own country, so you gotta quote take advantage of women in other countries who are uneducated and don't speak English and don't make no money. Well, as I understand, Japanese women make a lot of money, but yet they still feminine. They work a lot of hours, but yet they still feminine. Yet they in shape, but they still feminine. And they cook and they clean for their dudes and work and do all that stuff. So I'm like, dang, what you saying is cap. What is promoted is, it's like they are the one, if you really peep game, they trying to shame men to stay on the plantation so that they can abuse men. Because that's what's happening in these court systems. They abusing men. But they want to see, yeah, sure, you got some dudes going here and there, just like they do here in America, doing this and that and abusing women or whatever. They do it locally and they do it abroad. But they ain't a majority of dudes, because if it was, it'd be a big problem. And everybody would hear about it. So the reality is that stay here in America and get abused by the system and abused by the women and get half of everything you ever earned stripped from you, and your children used as emotional weapons of mass destruction against you. And and her flipping your kids and having her kids call the next dude daddy and dismissing you. Stay here and receive this abuse. Oh, you're going to get away from the pain? Oh, you're weak. Oh, you want to take advantage of those women over there. Stay here and be taken advantage by us. It's all bull. Y'all see what I mean? It's all about keeping you on a plantation, having you continuously lose. Because it's like, what's here, bro? The women are defiled. They're highly sexed and overused and overall diseased. And a liberated culture does not breed wives. It breeds Cardi B's and it breeds simps. And even if you get a woman, she know that she can always get rid of you. And so that thought process, but the man, even if you're decent looking, whatever, he don't have the mentality that he can always get another woman. You know what I mean? So it's like women is set up, know that they can always just flip to another dude, man. Even if they fat. That's what I'm saying. And she walked with that confidence and knowledge, knowing that she has an abundance mentality because the culture has set things up for her to have an abundance and zero repercussions. You see what I mean? So it's like, you can't really win, bro. You leave, but who cares? You leave, who cares what these people have to say? You gonna live your life. You got to go for yourself, man. You got to do what you got to do for yourself, man. None of these people care about you. You know what I mean? Your own family members, so they can really care about you. They'll be working hard to try to hook you up with a decent feminine female. You understand me? They ain't how I go, bro. You're on your own. You gotta make your own decisions. The family structure in America. Who else fingers in it? Well, the woman, she getting all the. It's not really. She getting all the benefits because she got a free, liberated life. I mean, it's destroying her, yes, but she don't see the destruction. You know what I mean? She ain't got to pay the piper. She just have a lot of freedom and liberty, and she get the high body count, the depression, and all those things. That's what she suffered because everything got a cost. But so far as immediate, pain and stuff, nah, that's for men. Men suffer. You know what I mean? So men suffer the immediate pain of all of this culture, man. The pain of not having a decent woman, or if you got a woman, the pain of thinking and knowing that she can always flip to another dude, and her letting you know that she got options. And so a man, the average dude is like in a state of fear of losing this woman. You know what I mean? And fear of being alone. That's a very real fear because likely if you lose her, you know what I mean? So he in a simping, hunched over state trying to hold and cleave onto her. You know what I mean? I know, dude, I know a dude. Like I said, I understand why simps simp. And I understand why these women are so proud. That's the beauty of it, is I have the knowledge and the understanding why this is occurring. And therefore I'm not like, it's still frustrating as heck, but at least I understand why. I know this guy, he brings his woman, his fat chick. He brings his fat girlfriend freaking, coffee and whatever, breakfast and stuff to work. You know what I mean? And I'm like, dude, these women have servants, bro. These dudes are servants to these females. Number one, this chick is fat. It's a smash, bro. I treat her like a regular chick, but she be flicking her hair and looking all in my face and very, very friendly and so very. But it's like, but I don't treat her. I don't treat her like anything special. She got a nice body, fat. She fat, but she ain't like morbidly. She is obese, but she beyond thick. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So she fat basically. She about two. I'm guessing. She kind of tall too. I don't know, man. Probably it's kind of difficult to tell women's weight. Let me say about 220, something like that. I don't know. About 5'6", about 220. But you can tell she physically attractive, but she need to lose about a good 80 pounds, man. She fat, you know what I mean? So, she like two people basically. But she ain't like, anyways, man. The broad she could tighten up some things and all that. But my point is, why would she tighten up anything? She got this simp bringing her breakfast and coffee. You know what I mean? Every day. Like, dude, it's frustrating to see. And when you know better, you know better, you seen better. And you looking at this and you're like, man, it's so frustrating, man. But that is a result of living in a culture that blows up, that gives women every opportunity, bro. And they can be fat, they can, still got simps, catering to them, man. So simps really, really destroy the game. But then again, I understand the simp because he fears losing her. And this is a guy who got his own business and stuff. I'm like, you freaking simp. So anyways, but I think he'd be doing that so that he could check in on her. You know what I mean? Because he know that she flirtatious and all that kind of stuff. Won't be all friendly with other dudes. But what he gonna do? And then if he as a man say, hey, I want you all up in other dudes' faces and all hugged up with other dudes, then guess what she gonna say? Oh, you're being controlling. I don't want you going chilling over other dudes' houses. Oh, you're insecure and controlling. We're just friends. Well, you can't do nothing, bro. You can't do nothing to change this is what I'm saying. You have to change your location, man. That's me, that's you, that's us, man. And I sit back and look at this. It's too far gone. There's too many elements and powers that keep this in place, and too many people that benefit off the destruction of the family monetarily. Then also, man, businesses. Remember, women are the main consumers and spend the most money, I think, especially like in malls and stuff. They make a ton of money off of divorced wives, and they spend a whole bunch of money, bro. Women spend money. But like I said, man, if he ruling the house and he more patriarchal minded, he gonna be like, let's find the cheapest way to do this. Let's get this done the cheapest. And no, we don't need that item right now. We can wait about 3 months so we can get it later or something. Dude's like, all right, we don't need all that. But a woman want to consume. And if you a group of people that want to increase profits, you want to set up a system that destroys the family, so now you can pimp directly at the woman's ear. You want to control the children, now you can control the children because the father out the way. He too concerned with living his daily life and paying child support payments that you make a percentage off of. and alimony payments. So I don't know, I just wanted to get on my soapbox and talk some trash about the whole family destroying culture of America and how it's anti-family and just to get on my soapbox and talk a little bit about that, man. You know what I mean? I was just thinking about why, I was just thinking about how the men are so desperate because they deprived of feminine, decent women in relationships. Men want women. Right? Men want a wife. Most dudes want a good woman that look good, that's in shape, and they build a family with her and stay with her. Most men ain't really trying to. I don't really know I don't really know of any man that I've ever known that said, you know what, this is my starter wife. I'm going to get with her, and then after 3 years, I'm going to divorce her. Men don't really get with a woman in relationships with the thought already planning the escape. You know what I mean? That's what women do. Like, they're like, all right, I'll be with him 3 years, have a kid, 2, get him, convince him to buy a house or whatever, put his name on the mortgage, but put my name on the deed. So he'll still be responsible for the mortgage, but, I'm living in a house with, she living in a house with her new dude. Like, women be planning this stuff, bro. Why? Because they can. And this is the culture that empowers them. The legal system empowers them. The simps empower them. Their other thought girlfriends empower them. They did it, and they put in game the other women on game as to how to do it. It's like, man, a woman really can't lose in this setup, bro. And it's very, most men is not getting, that's another, I'm going on about this, man, but that's another thought process that a blue pill, you had to take the red pill to understand and get rid of that blue pill thought process. This is one of them processes that one of them thoughts that I had thought before, is that, because this was popular to say, right? Men cheat and men leave. And you know what I mean? I used to think that, well, men was the one that's leaving, so, but that ain't even true like that. Women is the one that's leaving. Dudes, for the most part, is not getting in relationships and leaving women. It's women who leave men. They stand to benefit. They get the independence. They get a passive income from the dude. They usually get the kids. And they get the liberation, and they don't have to be up under the man no more. So to say, men risk a lot being in a relationship with a woman. You know what I mean? Men is the ones who risk. It's a lot of risk being, married and stuff to a woman in this setup, bro. But the popular thought process is that, men leave. And there's no benefit for a man to get in a relationship and leave. It'd be the woman leaving. Man, it's so much wrong with the ways of America, man. It's anti-family. It's anti-health, man. It's anti-peace of mind, man. It's just, is not fixable. You know what I mean? When you really look at it, and then so cuz taught me, I'm like, it just struck me, man. He came out of nowhere with that Japanese thing. I said, oh shoot, I ain't even thought about Japanese and Japan in a minute, months, maybe a year or so. And I'm like, you know what, man? I ain't gonna say much. I'm just gonna do much. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, just something I was thinking about, man. The decimation of the family is not a small thing, man, and it's deliberate. And it's just something I was thinking about, man. How destructive with the powers that be, how destructive this system is that they set up, man. And we could talk about the symptoms, oh, this, oh, that. You know, we could talk about men, women being, like we talk about in the manosphere, we talk about the woman being narcissistic and all of this. But when you have a setup where a woman could divorce a dude and graduate from her husband, onto what? Like, it's this. What can you do with women who think like this? My bad. What can you do with a woman that think that leaving her husband is a graduation? And this is the mentality. They look at men as though the men is supposed to serve them, but the woman was created to serve the man, bro. She's the derivative. She came out of the man. She's the branch. He's the tree. And they not even in a correct purpose, man, which is to serve. And so, man, I don't know. Let it all. I don't know. I'm like, man, let it all be what it's gonna be, man. I'm sitting back just watching with the popcorn, man, because I don't see it as redeemable. I don't see it as fixable. It's too deeply entrenched. It's in the movies. Whew, America got a lot to pay for, bro, when you really look at it. And out of this comes thought culture. And like I said, who make money? The stores make a lot of money. And now you can pretty much tell the women how to think, and they're going to tell the children how to think. Now you can tell the women how to think through movies, through music, and there ain't no buffer there, aka the man, to remove the BS from her head. So now it's a direct signal into her head telling her this and telling her that, strong and independent, telling her my body, my choice, telling her gender is a construct, telling her this. And then that get fed to the children through this idiot. Dude, man, it's really bad, man. The more I look at this, I didn't want to make this video this long because I didn't intend to, but when you sit down and look at it, man, this is the real essence. This is the why. This is why. This is the why as to what's going on and why the families are destroyed like this. And you destroy the family, man, and you put women in power, man, you got nothing but confusion. That's what we got here in this culture, man. Just a bunch of confusion. And people not knowing whether they males or females, you know what I mean? People not knowing up from down, you know? So that's just something I was thinking about, man. And I don't even know why I felt compelled to do this video. But yeah, man, it's you can't have a good setup. You can't have a good like culture if your males and females are not marrying and staying married and stuff. It can't work. And so it's kind of like when you look at TV, it's like, I don't even watch TV that much, but you look at these problems and what we address here in the manosphere, we really addressing the problem between, at its core, its essence. We're talking really about the problem between males and females and how we can't get along. That's essentially what we're talking about. And then we could say, oh, women are narcissists and entitled. All these things are true, but these are symptoms of a cause. The cause is that the social construct is engineered to give them these powers, to give them these liberties. And then I'm thinking like, all right, so what's the solution? Oh, we need to go march. Oh, we need to vote the politicians out of there. Oh, nah, man, it's too. In my opinion, only solution is get your bag, get your passport, and vote with your feet, man. Me, you. That's how I see it, bro. So I don't see it as fixable, bro. I look at it like it's too much, too many powers that's involved, too many people with their money and their fingers in the money pot, and too beneficial for those who making a lot of money. It's too beneficial for the judges. It's too beneficial for the attorneys. Divorce attorneys make tons of money, bro. It's too many. They make a lot of money off of destruction of families, bro. And one of the what they I heard this attorney female. I think she said the family court system is the darling of the court or something like that. The darling of the government, meaning they make so much money. She was talking about how the alimony court and the basically the divorce court and stuff, child support court, they make so much money, like billions and billions of dollars, bro, off of broken families. So they call it the darling of the court or whatever. And I'm like, dang, you making all this bread off of destroyed families, But what can you say, man? But yeah, but no, you just need to level up as a man. You're not being a real man. No, this system is rigged. You see what I mean? Like, that's my main thing is like, when you look at the cause of this stuff, it's not you not being a man, you ain't man up, you need to level up, which is, yeah, you should level up for yourself. Level up that you hit the gym, you look better, you feel better, you get more toxins out of your body and stuff like that. Yeah, and you feel it raises your energy, sure. But you still a built dude in a freaking cesspool country who at any moment the woman can raise false allegations against you if she changed her mind about what you and her did last night. Or if you did the quote right way, she changed her mind and don't want to be with you no more, and you hit the gym and you got your money up and you wifed her up. Oh, well, how do I get rid of this dude? Oh, I'll just say some false allegation stuff, get a PPO out on him, remove him from his house. This stuff happens. Well, man, that don't happen like that. Yes, it does happen. So what I'm saying, bro, even if you moneyed up and muscled up, right, and leveled up, you still here, meaning that you at risk. Like, that's what we got to address. It ain't, and I think us brothers, we know this stuff, man. It ain't just about you. It's about a culture that you in, man. So, anyways, as I endeavor to put some puzzle pieces together and dip out, I'll get back with you brothers on that. Man, I just wanted to chat with y'all, man. I might do a live stream, man. If y'all got some ideas for a live stream, man, let me know. But I ain't did a live stream in a minute. It's been a super minute. I ain't did one of those in a minute. But man, I just want to holler at you brothers. Much respect to you, man. Much love to your brothers, man. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to donate and support the channel, you can do so using the Cash App in the description. And if you want to email me, you can email me as well. Yeah, man, but these are just definitely some things I was thinking about, man. I try to do one video as opposed to a whole bunch of little ones. But yeah, that whole family being destroyed, it's a big construct, man. It's not something that's easily fixable because they took a lot of time and energy in studying of like cultural psychology or whatever to get it to the point where it's at now, man. It's not fixable, bro. And the other thought process, oh, we need to sit down and talk to the sisters. I view that as a complete waste of time because you basically trying to appeal to the good graces of females who have no motivation to change their ways. what motivated female, like I said, women are women are women. What motivated women in the past to, what the heck is this? What motivated women in the past to stay in line more so is because they had to. It was going to be forced. It's like, follow these cultural norms, be feminine, be in shape, stick with your husband, or else. You know what I mean? It was results for being out of pocket. You know what I mean? But now, there's no results. You want to be a thought? Be a thought. You want to have multiple babies by multiple dudes? Do that. You want to put false charges on the dude? Do that. If you want to graduate from your husband, do that. Your body, your choice, do that. You want to flip to being a man, do that. It's like no results. We don't have the social and legal support that say men in the patriarchal construct have. I seen a video. I'm not condoning this. However, I seen a video. This dude in India, I think it was, and he was it was on World Star. He had blasting this chick with a stick because I think she had flirted with another dude or looked at another dude too flirtatiously or whatever, and he disciplining her with a stick, and he wasn't just hit her. He was like, he was like, bah! And over and over, and she was, and the other men that was around, they wasn't simping, you know what I mean? He hit her about a few times. Now, again, I'm not condoning this, right? I'm just saying what happened. And I'm just saying this to say that there are different cultural norms. In other words, what's accepted in America is not necessarily accepted in other constructs. Even with that one, but again, this is a social construct. There was that one black chick that was in Dubai who got thrown in prison for raising her voice at a man. The truck driver prostitute chick, you know what I mean? She got thrown, you know what I mean? Cultural norms. See, in America, In America, you can do all this and that because of the system, bro. And so I think that if you can, man, brothers need to maneuver so they can leave the system, man. Don't let nobody shame you. Or what about this? What about that? And you can't hack it in your own country, so you got to go take advantage of women overseas and who undereducated and underdeveloped countries. I was thinking about it. Everything is about culture. And location dictates the culture. You in Japan, the women are gonna be more docile and feminine. And I'm thinking about you in Dubai, you can't pull that ultra high boss babe bull crap. You can't pull the boss babe BS in Dubai, you know what I mean? I remember this one dude, speaking of location, years ago, there was this one white dude. He was, I don't know if he was an army dude or whatever. You know how they say getting white boy wasted, stuff like that. Well, he was in Singapore, I think. I think it was Singapore. And he got caned. Speaking of somebody getting hit with a stick, he got caned and hit with this cane. And they had, I don't remember I think he was disrespectful, doing dumb stuff that he can do in America, getting white boy wasted and drunk. And I don't know what he did. But being in Singapore, it was big news back then. Like, I forgot, this is back in the 90s, I think. And he got caned. He got hit with a cane like 3 times or something. But it wasn't just hit with a cane. It was hit by like a grandmaster, and the cane was big. It was like a bamboo stick or something. And what I look at is like this. So I don't know what he did, but he was disrespectful and he broke their law, right? And you're in their country, right? This is what I'm talking about, location and cultural norms and cultural laws. He's in their country, disrespected their laws, and so he ended up getting caned, basically whooped. I think he got hit like, I'm thinking 3 times, but the cane was it was kind of like, in my opinion, I think Singapore is like near the Philippines or whatever, Indonesia or something, and he was over in Singapore, white dude. I'm entitled, yeah, bro, So he ended up doing something, broke their laws, and so now his punishment You know what I mean? Instead of going to prison or whatever, or maybe a combination of things, he ended up getting blasted with a cane. And this is the Singaporean people probably opportunity to get back at the white man. You know what I mean? He broke our laws. He must pay. So now they made a big thing about it. He caned him, hit him with that cane. Bah! And so they probably got the most. I can picture it: a small Asian grandmaster dude who understand pressure points, where to hit to get the most shock. You know what I mean? Where to hit this white dude, and you know what I mean? He hit that white dude with such thrust and such precision. You know what I mean? It's the only time you're gonna be able to get back at the white man. he comes in that cane. Bah! And some people be passing out, man. You hit him with that pressure point in that cane. Bah! Yeah. So this is something I was thinking about, man. Yeah, just thinking about cultures, man. But so the culture of America, man, that's what I'm saying. Location, man. You can't get away with certain things here and there that you can get away with in America. Women be taking advantage. Speaking of what I'm saying about taking about advantage is that everything has benefits and drawbacks, advantages and disadvantages. The advantages of American women take advantage of the culture of America that allows them to be fat, rude, loud, belligerent, and violent, and have, body counts, triple digit body counts, and not be shamed. This is a super thought advantage culture in a multitude of simp dudes, right? But a lot of women, when I see these videos of these women, they go, these Western women going to different countries, they don't have the same advantages that they take. They can't take advantage of the men in Japan. They can't take advantage of the men in Brazil. They can't take advantage, like they take advantage of men here in America. A lot of that stuff, man, they be, what do they call that? Projection. They be projecting that stuff on men. You're going overseas and taking advantage of women. And in reality, everything has benefits and drawbacks. Yes, as a man, you're being taken advantage of, for the most part, your average dude in America. The dude, that one black chick that had the Indian dude on a date said she didn't want to go to Cheesecake Factory. She was taking advantage of this sex-deprived Indian simp dude. See, women take advantage. Y'all see what I mean? All these shaming language and stuff like that, man, a lot of stuff be projection and shame and projection. You know what I mean? So yeah, as a man, you're gonna plug into a different matrix that's going to allow you certain advantages and privileges. Oh, you broke, you only make $30,000 a year. You know what I mean? But that's a decent, you as a man can take advantage of the dollar exchange rate, and you can live in a country for $150 a month, $200 a month rent. Whereas in America, put a zero on top of that, $1,200, you know what I mean? $2,000 a month. Where you want to live? As a man, you want to go and reap the benefits of women who are culturalized and feminine to actually be wives, as opposed to being in America and being taken advantage of monkey branching ultra thoughts. You see what I mean? Like, you're going to have benefits, drawbacks, advantages, and disadvantages of everything. But I don't condone men going over this country and doing this and taking advantage of women in respect of forcing them to do this and that. Nah. But everything has benefits and drawbacks. So men in America get taken advantage of and abused financially through the courts, abused, fake charges, taken advantage of. You know this dude is attracted to you, but you just have him, string him along, you understand me, to extract dinner dates out of him. You know what I mean? That's taking advantage. Women heavily take advantage of men in America. Heavily. The projection is strong, bro. Jeez, man. So don't let the cat taste fool you. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to holler at you brothers, man. That it's just all these thought processes, man. Like, What else they be saying? Oh, passport bros, they can't hack it in their own country. Most men can't. And even if you are a dude who can do good with women, but you always got to put the 80-20. If the woman is only choosing the top 20% and still ain't even faithful to them, they choose the top, whatever, 10, 20%, but that don't mean they gonna stay faithful to them, dude. That don't mean that they completely, okay, you're the top guy, I want to be dedicated. No, she gonna always choose and desire a better deal. She gonna want more, bro. And so it's like keeping the culture of America, it's about keeping men on this perpetual hamster wheel trying to become better versions of themselves so that they can be taken advantage of by women. And I look at it like, no, you should become a better version of yourself for yourself, and you take advantage of, what do you call it, international arbitrage or something like that. Basically plugging into a different system where it's going to be cheaper to live. You're going to have a higher quality of life. You know what I mean? A lot of Americans don't have high quality of lives, man. We make more money compared to other countries, dollar for dollar and stuff. But the quality of life, nah, bro. No. A lot of Americans is in debt. A lot of Americans are stressed. A lot of Americans have, mental issues, and loneliness is a big thing, especially with men in this setup. This is a very low quality of life, man. When you go somewhere, you're in a better environment. People have more of a family orchestrated, family kind of structure. You know what I mean? And more welcoming. That's quality of life. People have less money, but they're more satisfied. That's quality of life. And so I don't know. I just wanted to ramble a little bit. We've been talking about, oh, you only make $40,000 a year. But $40,000 a year, you know what I mean? When I was in Colombia, I talked to this dude. He said he spent almost a year down in Colombia, and he spent around $5,000 for the whole year, rent included, and, doing this thing, partying and all that. So I'm like, I was only there for like 7-10 days, but you know what I mean? I stayed hostels and stuff, but point is, a whole year for $5,000? Dude. And that includes food and all that stuff, man. $5,000, bro. $5,000. And cuz was there for like 9-10 months. Come on, bro. I was talking to this other white dude. He was talking about, what did he say? He was trying to get, no, we was talking, but he was talking about somewhere he was living for a very cheap price when we start talking about the Philippines and stuff, you know what I mean? I've been running to a few international traveler dudes, and they got the same vibe, you know what I mean? It's a cool vibe, man. People that have been traveling and did some stuff, man. But yeah, man, it's you gotta play past all the shaming language and the tactics, man. Oh, you can't get women in your own country. Well, maybe you can, maybe you can't. But even if you can, ain't no guarantee that she gonna stay with you. You know what I mean? She don't have to compete to keep you. You know what I mean? She want to keep you on your toes, play all these mind games, and then the women overall is just defiled. So, trying to shame you. Oh, you only make 40,000. You need instead of going overseas or whatever, you need to stay here and give me your $40,000 a year and spend it on me on $200 dates. You know what I mean? Think about that. If you could spend $200. I saw Airbnbs for $150. I ain't saying the country, man. I ain't saying it. You know what I mean? But I just did a research and stuff. I was like, whoa, dude. And it was like a little house. It was like $150, $200. And yeah. So I'm like, yeah, bro. It was like Central American or something like that. So I ain't gonna really tell you all that. But so that's what I'm saying about living like the local. And the crib was nice. I seen several houses like that. And so you mean to tell me I can live for a small amount of money in a better culture, better weather, more feminine women, family-oriented place. I just had to learn some of the language, or stay in America where you just basically a nobody. And you had to compete for some very low-quality women who don't even compete for you and who don't reciprocate nothing and play all these psychological mind games. And you ain't even getting like a woman who they look at it as a big deal to cook for you. Yeah, like brothers, play past the shaming language, man, and forget these people. Forget about them trying to keep you on a plantation. Forget these people. What are they doing for you? They ain't did nothing for you. You understand me? These are just people trying to take advantage of you, keep you linked in to the matrix and plugged in. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta look at people's motivation. Like, anybody with logical common sense can see American women are masculine for the most part in confrontation and high body count. And they difficult to deal with. You know what I mean? And number two, the marriage laws are absolutely repulsive and destructive to men. There's no leverage here. How can you win? Like, when you try, you know what I mean? And if then you have the possibility of this woman, if you do hookup culture, and let's say you hook up with a couple chicks, and one of them say, you know what, I feel that the next day, yes, it was because now I feel ashamed of what I did. Now I'm going to say, oh, it was grape, right? And he took advantage of me. So now you're dealing potentially with a charge, and this is all possible and realistic repercussions. But for some reason, uh, you know, but this none of this stuff is really addressed, man. You know, I don't know. I don't know. I guess I'm just talking about this stuff, but just thinking about a variety of different things, brothers. Like, share, and subscribe. My brothers, again, if y'all got comments, leave the comments in the comment section, man. I'm probably gonna go up here to this grocery store real quick and make me some tacos, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, it's like all a lost cause, man. Dealing with women here primarily. You know, I know a guy who's married. I haven't talked to him. He don't seem happily married, but he a Christian dude, and he seemed dedicated. But you know, she's really free. She like, I don't care if she's Christian or not. She knows that she can strip this dude his money. Yes, and he earned like, I don't know, I'm guessing 6 figures. You know, he's an engineer, so by now he probably has 6 figures. She know that she got a comfortable life, and if she leave this dude, she gonna take her slice of what she become accustomed to. And so I don't know many people that's happily married, man. That's sad. Or that even really, I see women who they happy because they know if things don't work out, they're good. The marriage bag is good for the female. The bad part is having to endure being with a man she's not attracted to. So she got to pay that cost of being with him, even though she ain't attracted to him. And this is if she ain't attracted to him. Then he got to pay the cost. Uh, he got to pay the cost of being with a female and having the stone hovering above his head, the stone of divorce, and losing 50% of everything he ever earned. That's a big. Men don't just carelessly, for the most part, get married, man. The women can. It's all rigged. Maybe I'll name this video. It's all rigged. You know, maybe I don't know, man. It's just all rigged, man. So this is something I was thinking about, man. Make you feel sorry for the kids, man, because you know, but you gotta live for yourself. You gotta do what you gotta do for yourself, man. Forget these people. You know, ain't nobody, you know, come as a man, ain't nobody gonna really help you. You gotta help yourself, man. You gotta level up for yourself, man. And not so now, oh, I've made money now. Now I gotta put a woman in the picture, and now I'm her mate choice selection. Nah, bro. You should have already been there. I mean, I understand you got to level up and all that, but I'm thinking level up environment has more of an effect. Because you could be a super duper ultra built dude and all of that, which is great. And money, financially in shape is great. But you're still in a toxic culture where they don't care about man. They can decimate what you built. It's really sad. Uh, what does it say, man? A wise man provides a, what is it? Provides a inheritance for his children's children, like his grandchildren. But how can you provide inheritance here in this setup when your woman can leave you, flip to another dude, and now what you was saving up for your children and your children's children is now being dispersed to the new dude that she with? You know what I mean? Like, that's like, say you got a couple $100,000 that you done, got saved up in your retirement account. And you're like, all right, my children and my children's children. And then your wife said, oh, well, I don't want to be with you no more. So now all your 100,000 sliced in half, or your 200,000 sliced in half. Now she linked in with another dude. But you just need to level up, though, right? Yeah. I'm frustrated with the whole thought process that it's the man's fault and it's just you. It's all you. You the one that ain't doing right. You the one that ain't need to level up. You need to level up and leave. That's how I look at it. If I could just plug in with my being number one, go to a country where things is already linked in for me. You know what I mean? And the women are already attracted to me. They're already culturalized to be more feminine. And my dollar goes longer. Why would I? It's like they want you to stay here and prove that you can be this ultra dude. Prove that you can win here. I already quote won here. But so I ain't just talking about me personally, but won. But what do you win? And even if you the alpha dude, that don't mean that the chick gonna stay, bro. She get tired of alphas. She want another dude. You got too many rules and regulations. Things are going too well. You're controlling now. Right? It's all just you can't beat a culture with swag and game and hitting the gym and leveling up. You can't level up above the culture and the legal and the laws and all that, man. You can't level above that. You know what I mean? You can only level up and level out. You know what I mean? Level up and leave. That's how I look at it. When you really look at this whole thing for the reality of what it is, the only real option and choice you really have as a man is either, you got three choices: celibacy, stand, or number two, stand here in America and looking for the diamond in the rough, needle in a haystack. And even if you find the unicorn, female, or what they say, nualt, not all women are like that. You still, if you say you link up with her or marry her or have kids with her, you still, what if things go bad? What if she does, instead of being a nualt, not all women are like that, what if she turns into a Ewalt? All women, every woman is like that, right? What if she changed from a nualt to an Ewalt? Right? You don't know what woman gonna do. And plus, when she in the culture that give her the right to change and flip and do what she want to do, it's dangerous, bro. So, anyways, I'm done with this video. Just some thoughts I had, man. Hopefully this video has been empowering to you, brothers. So like, share, and subscribe, and definitely donate to the channel, brothers. I appreciate the donations, and email me if you want to. I enjoyed doing this video. This is pretty fun. Peace, brothers.